Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today, guys, I'm checking out Gotham Season 5, Episode 8, Nothing's Shocking. I like that title, by the way. Last week's episode, Ace Chemicals, a.k.a. the Jeremiah episode, a.k.a. the Joker episode. Holy shit. To me, that was the best episode of the season. Now, it's been discussed and questioned or whatever, and people are, wondering, overall, what is the best Jeremiah episode of Gotham that we've ever had? I don't know which one is the best, but Ace Chemicals' last week's episode was fucking phenomenal. Kind of weakish ending, but overall a really phenomenal, just great episode. And I'm curious to see where we go from here because, they just we still have episodes to go, and they did the Jeremiah stuff and got that out of the way, it seems. Like, I don't know if we're going to see him again or whatever before the Flash 4, because I'm guessing we're going to see him in the Flash 4. I'm not really sure, because I'm not looking at leaks or whatever. People are like, have you seen the leaks? Have you seen leaks? Like, I'm not looking at leaks, okay? But I wonder what this episode's about. I'm not really sure. And that's the beauty. And I was like, I heard a lot about Ace Chemicals, saw that trailer, and the next episode, this one, I have no idea. Besides the little bits of, like, where Lee's back on that kind of shit. Other than that, I got no fucking clue what we're going to be doing. So, here we go, guys. Nothing's shocking. Let's go. Okay. How did you not notice that he stabbed them?
Now we know this lady's sent for us. So go on then, what do you think we should do?
Just let him make a decision.
Let's go find him.
Okay.
So you're telling me this guy rolled in here in a wheelchair, stabbed these two, and rolled on out?
He wasn't in a wheelchair.
Then it couldn't be Dix. He's been paralyzed
Just
for the
rubbing her
last
belly.
15 years.
Harvey,
I noticed. I see
you're
it.
confusing me with
Baby
someone
bump.
who cares. I called you as
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
It's awkward. It's awkward.
I've been giving you space, but we have to talk about how this is going to work. I'm going to be a part of this kid's life.
Oh, you seem pretty confident about that.
It's a chance for you to start anew.
I like who I am.
I will figure everything out because I'm the only one working! This was supposed to be a partnership.
Do you expect Penguin to actually... He won't be able to figure this out.
And? Hello, Mr. Cobblepot?
You were shot. You died.
You really... I don't believe it. This whole time I thought you were dead, but you're alive!
Something's going on.
You're only coming to me now?
I wanted to come see you, but he wouldn't let me.
He who?
This is Mr. Scarface.
Okay.
Planning on taking a trip? Maybe. I like to keep a bag packed. Or I'd be very worried that I'd be next. What do you mean, you being next? What's your connection to Box and Lewis? Now, come on, what?
No secrets. Bullshit.
What the... That's it.
Bullshit. Oh! It's Clayface?
Alright.
I think. Well, I don't know.
What the hell?
I heard that. Ah. Careful. Oh. That's nasty.
What's the name of the guy that Strange got to imitate you? A Basil? Something? That's who we should be looking for.
That was different and you know it. We have an address for this.
You benching me?
Killer's still out there. Keep it on
You guys are not giving the full story. I mean, right before the fake version that guy killed those two other guys, like, you remember that girl? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, what? And then they both die.
It's not a doll. It's a dummy.
Oh, this is great.
Excuse me. He made me tell him about your treasure.
Obviously, I won't pay you for the time you were gone.
Shut your tie hole! This the one you were telling me about? Tonku thinks he's in charge?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now let's talk turkey.
Well, somebody's watching them from that house.
Coming in.
Okay, you come on in. Got cookies for you. Yeah, this dude's dead. How did... Exactly, but how did he not even look and see... Oh, look, you're right there in that corner. What? It's the guy pretend.
Everything all right?
It's the fake.
All good.
Fake.
No one's here.
You're gonna have to take that mask off. The only way you're gonna keep that mask on is if you talk. Otherwise, I'm gonna reach over this table and I'm gonna rip it off your face.
Do it.
Down, the doctor did things to her experiments on her and others.
You're talking about Hugo Strange.
Okay, that makes
You're taking
sense.
that into now.
Okay.
Professor was obsessed with the power to change. You want to know why they died?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to know.
Ask your friend.
Oh, it must be something really, really bad. Of course, the light goes out.
Should head out. My battery's dying.
Whoa. Okay, that sounds like Killer Croc. Yeah. Shit.
You're gonna kill me anyway. What am I doing? I'm talking to a doll.
Dummy.
Seriously?
You know what, Oswald? Honestly, you deserve this.
Oh,
Nobody asked you. You were opportunistic.
I love how
Your
the
loyalty
bickering.
You did a bad thing.
Oh, come on. Not that again.
What
We
did
put
they
a killer
do?
in jail, all right? What do you keep moping about? She was getting... Honestly, I don't know.
But that would work out for you, right? I go to jail. You get the baby.
I don't want that.
He doesn't want
Is that a
that.
promise? I go straight, I'm clear.
Oh, it's a fake Harvey. That's not the real... Okay, it's a fake Harvey choking him. Oh! Oh, shit!
What do you mean, what happened? I've been attacked.
Where'd she go?
Wait a minute. How do we know it's really you?
Seriously? This isn't proof enough? What the hell?
What?
That's her. She's the imposter. Shoot her.
Oh, God.
Barbara, tell me where we first met.
The dummy's looking out the window.
Accuse me of manipulating you, but what about him? I never asked you to kill anybody.
That is true.
Think
Hey.
everything that we went through together.
You did treat him like shit,
Sophia
though.
Falcone.
You're a liar and a thief. All you do is take. 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 Now.
Killing the dummy. What?
You freed me. How can I ever thank you?
That's why this friendship is great. And as friends, I think we can both agree that that lunatic had to be stopped.
Yeah, he had to be. Yeah.
We took decisive action. We saved a man's life. The people in the city who suffered, Master Bruce, they need someone that will protect them.
Ah.
I agree.
You lost your home, Master Bruce.
pretty crazy they actually did that.
Let's never be that weak again.
There you have it, guys. Gotham Season 5, Episode 8, Nothing Shocking. I like the fact that they made this episode a Harvey Bullock-centric episode, and they really went to some of the backstory and, him as a younger cop or whatever, and gave him more to do, because I feel like with Harvey Bullock, that a lot of the times it's a couple lines here or there. He's kind of in the background. They really don't do a lot except for him and Jim really having conversations, and that's really it. And I feel bad, but at the same time, people love his character and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it works, but I'm glad that they gave us some backstory and, gave him more of a center, if you will. Like, they focused more on him within this episode with characters that he knew from his past, former cops. And I also like the fact they had their own version of ventriloquist. I think it was pretty interesting, even though it was only for one episode, and they brought that the actor back who played, I think, because he kept saying Arthur, like, my name's Arthur. And so, but they got rid of him pretty quickly. And then this Jane Doe, and I was thinking as they were going on and showcasing her powers, and it was really cool. And then of course they reveal Hugo Strange, Indian Healing. Okay, yep, it makes sense. But I was thinking, is this a character in the Batman mythos? Because I can't remember anybody with these type of powers that can just do this, touch somebody and then transform. Like, it's like Clayface, except I guess it's like one and done situation or something like that. It's very Clayfacey type of powers, but her face was covered with that mask. And when she took the mask off, and maybe I missed something completely, but I kept looking. I'm like, she's like, look what they did to my face. I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with your face. Like, I don't really see anything that, like, maybe I thought there was like scars or something, but I didn't notice anything major that had to be covered up, unless she's like hiding her face because she claims, the girl she was before she turned into this, creature or, whatever, this person with these abilities, and called herself Jane Doe, that maybe she feels like her face is like permanently scarred, even though it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's all mental. This was also a good episode to see more of Penguin and Riddler just bickering and just going at each other. And of course, Riddler getting annoyed because Penguin is not doing anything to really further the help with the submarine. He's just showing up. He brings some random guy who just dies in 5 seconds. And he's like, well, you'll figure it out. And Riddler's like, of course I will, because that's all I do. I'm the only one who does this shit. And he's getting very, very frustrated. And I think that was pretty interesting to kind of see them doing this again, but it's still fun. Like, even though at this point in the show, you would think that Riddler and Penguin are fighting again. Meh. But it's still fun because there's so much history with these two versions of the characters in the show that the constant bickering just makes sense. It really does. And the line where Penguin's like, we're meant for each other, something like that. I'm like, oh boy, that's definitely gonna get the the Tumblr and the Twitter fanatics who love fucking Penguin and Riddler together as a couple. They freaked out about that line. Bruce in this episode, I think, because I was trying to think what they were going to do with Bruce, and then once we saw him and he was listening to this woman's retelling of her husband's gone or whatever, and him and Alfred are deciding to not tell Jim, and they're gonna go. I'm like, so is this really it? That he's just gonna go on a mission trying to find this guy? And then I found out the bigger picture of why the focus on Bruce in this episode was just him going with Alfred out to find this missing guy and running into what looks like a version of Killer Croc. Because I've always asked if they were ever going to do Killer Croc, and they haven't really done Killer Croc. Like, I think maybe there was a character that was in, like, because I believe the season 2 ending was when the clone of Bruce Wayne and all these other creatures escaped from that bus or whatever, and then season 3 started off with all these, I believe that was the season opener. And I remember that there was this giant monster or something inside this drugstore or whatever. People are like, maybe that's Killer Croc, and I think people are like, no, it's just, whatever generic thing they had for the show. But this looked like Killer Croc in a sense, with the teeth and the growls and the snarls that it had. Like, when you could hear the growling more and more, I'm like, it's Killer Croc. It sounds like Killer Croc, but I'm guessing they were never going to get to that point anyways to show a origin of Killer Croc. So maybe this is their way of kind of winking at the audience, like, it's not Killer Croc, but we'll just go with it, right? We'll just go with it. But really what they were doing is, once again, setting up that, Gotham needs saving. Gotham needs a protection besides the police force. And Alfred was kind of mentioning that. And Bruce is like, yeah, I agree. We work better together, which means Alfred's going to be helping from the Batcave or whatever. And Bruce will be out there as Batman, protecting the city and then recruiting people as he goes along. Of course, with Robin, Batgirl, all that fun stuff. But that's what they're really doing. And so for me, this episode wasn't, oh my God, holy shit, fucking amazing. This episode was pretty good, though. I like the fact that, we were getting some really intense, fucking insane episodes in the beginning. And this one, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. It was just, we're kind of pulling it back a little bit. We're showcasing another creation from Indian Hill, from Hugo Strange. We're also going to focus a little bit on Bruce, give you a little bit of a wink, a little bit of a nod to Killer Croc or whatever, and a little bit more of Barbara and the pregnancy and trying to figure out how this is all going to work, because Jim wants to be a part of the kid's life, which makes the most sense. And then obviously mostly giving Bullock some more screen time. But they made it look like Bullock was like a bad person, like did something really, really bad that we didn't know. I'm like, oh shit. And then it turns out he was the one trying to speak up, and they're like, shut up, just close it up or whatever. And he was a young cop, and he didn't realize how bad he did at that point, and he killed that girl, but he had to because she was going to shoot him. So I don't know. This might affect Bullock going forward. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, there you have it. I mean, I think this was a pretty solid episode. I was kind of hoping for more. I was kind of hoping for, maybe some, I was thinking Lee was going to show up. She's nowhere in this episode. I was kind of maybe thinking, maybe see some more Selena, maybe. Nope. And then I thought, no, they're not gonna show Jeremiah. No, they wouldn't do that. I didn't think so, but they could have. Yeah, I mean, why not give us a weird episode? Because it kind of was a weird episode. Why not? See what happens. Fuck it. But I wonder what next episode's gonna be. I wonder how it's gonna continue, because I try to avoid the promos at all costs. So yeah, I'm excited for whatever happens next week. But there you have it, guys. This is my reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it.